Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a different video for me. Normally during the Sephora sale seasons, I give you my recommendations, the best of the best, what I think is worth your money. Today, I'm giving you a whole video on things that I don't think you should spend your money on. So we're gonna save you some money. In this video, I will also give alternatives to the things that I think are not worth it. A lot of new releases that have come out that I would say completely pass on. For whatever reason, I feel like lately there is a lot of new, but also a lot of misses, which typically I don't feel like there's that many misses, but I have a lot to go over here. And I thought, you know what, this is different. It should be fun. And it's important to talk about things that also don't work out. That's why I include fails in my monthly favorites. If you're looking for a whole video on fails, how to save some money this season, you've come to the right place. And I cannot wait to dive into all these products that just didn't live up to the hype for me, that were poor in quality, or just didn't work out for me in general. And if there is a favorite product of yours in this video, works for you, I'm so happy for that. This is just one opinion. So if those who have similar preferences to me, you might want to skip out on these. And that's all this video is. Simply an opinion of the products that I think are not worth your money and things that I think you can save your money on this sale season. So thank you guys so much for clicking on this video, for wanting to know my opinion on these products. If you have not subscribed already, I would absolutely love for you to do so by hitting the red subscribe button, the bell to be notified of all my future videos, and let's jump into the worst products at Sephora. Coming in hot with something that's going to be super controversial because I know a lot of people are loving these, and I think this is the worst launch that Rare Beauty has ever done. Huge fan of Rare Beauty. This product is not what it's described as and is actually awful on my lips. I use this in a Trying New Makeup. It is their new tinted lip oils. I got the shade Hope, which was one of the ones that sold out. Very popular color. Very different in tone though from the Hope blush, if you thought they'd be similar. No. I would sooner use Hope blush on my lips than this garbage. Okay, I'm getting carried away now. It's not garbage. Some people are going to like this, but it's just not what it's marketed as. It is a tinted lip oil. We have the tint there, but there is stain to this. It should be told that this stains the lips and dries down to a stain. You get that glossy effect for 30 minutes. Very, very short wear for that oily shine part, which I feel like is what sold me on these. When I first saw these applied on the lips, I was in love, sold, because of the shine they give, how juicy, the pigment, everything about the initial application, absolutely gorgeous. The wear and performance of this is so poor and not as described. This stains my lips. It actually kind of dehydrates my lips too. It makes them look smaller, has this weird cooling sensation that almost feels like it's shrinking my lips. You can see this in my Trying New Makeup, how bad it looks like on my lips. It clings to dry spots, it accentuates lines, it is a stain to the lips, so really drying on my lips, and it's an oil, which is shocking. So this does not live up to the hype. I do not understand how these are getting such good reviews when I've had such a poor experience. And when I talked to my good friend Steph, she literally ticked off every point that I don't like about these when she messaged me. And I'm just like, how are we so the same on products? If you like similar products to me, skip on this. If you're looking for a lip stain with a slight gloss, you're gonna absolutely love this. So maybe that's something that you're going to want to check out. I'll have everything linked below, but I would personally skip on this tinted lip oil. I prefer something more glossy. I would do Clarins, which is sheer, Dior, which is sheer. Basically any lip oil other than this one. I feel like performs way better. This is just a mixture of a stain and a lip oil, and I just feel like the two consistencies don't mix. So pass on this. Then we have another controversial opinion here. So I did a dedicated review on this, and I figured you guys could probably guess that this would be in my pass for the Sephora sale. It is the new fragrance from Kayali. It is the Yum Pistachio Gelato 33. I know so many people are loving this, so I'm so happy for you. For me, it's a no. I still get soapy, and I know that fragrance is such a personal thing, so my description of this could be completely what your nose doesn't smell. I smell bathroom soap. The dry down does get better, but the initial opening for me is a complete no. It takes a little bit for it to get that nutty quality on my skin, which is pleasant once it dries nutty. However, it just doesn't last long on me. Very poor projection. I don't think it's as described. I think Kayali didn't describe this properly as being a gourmand scent, because I totally don't get that from this scent. It's just very lightly nutty to me. If I were to recommend one Kayali to you, it would still be Love Fest Burning Cherry. I think this one is done right, and it's my favorite fragrance from Kayali. It really gives Tom Ford Lost Cherry a run for its money. It smells almost identical to that. But if you're looking for the new one from Kayali, wanting to save some money during the sale, maybe the little mini is out of stock and that's what you are going to get. Don't go full size. Just save your money. Smell it in store first, please. This one, for sure, you need to smell in store. It's not a safe blind buy, which I thought it would be. It's just not. I would go to store to smell this. I am probably Glow Recipe's #1 fan. If you watch my channel, their products just work for me. I love them. I tried their new hybrid. It is a pore smoothing primer plus skincare. It is a serum as well. So I bought it specifically for the pore smoothing qualities, because I'm always looking for the latest and greatest pore smoother, because I do have fairly large ones, texture. I want that smoothness to my skin. That did not work for pore filling at all. I didn't notice any difference for that on my skin. I haven't tested it out in terms of a serum over time, because for me, what has been really working is the exfoliate from Paula's Choice. If you're looking for something to actually help your pores, this has been my #1. Paula's Choice just came to Sephora Canada too, just in time for the sale. Skip the Glow Recipe one. Get this if you're looking for skincare, and if you're looking for actual smoothness to the pores, I have two for you that I think you're gonna absolutely love. If you have more oily skin, Cali Ray So Blown. This one is a beautiful blurring primer, and is more mattifying than the other one I'm gonna suggest. This one if you have dry skin. This one for me, I can use this all over, and I need the blurring all over my skin because I do have texture along my jawline. So this I like for all over the face, but I would use the Cali Ray one in the middle if that's all I was doing. I need a new one of this for the sale. I will be getting a new one. But those are my recommendations. Just skip the Glow Recipe one, and you know, I'm a huge Glow Recipe fan. So I'm not a hater of it, just don't like that product, didn't work out for me. I didn't have any of the benefits. Apart from it feeling mattifying, I guess, on my skin, I felt like it did a little bit, which I don't need. Please do not mattify my skin any more than it already is. Another product that I've tried recently that was garbage. I'm talking, no one should try this. I can't see anyone honestly liking this next product. Am I being too harsh? This is why I don't film these videos. The Tarte Cosmetics new Skin Tint Moisturizer. It says it's a foundation, but it's a skin tint. It has glow mixed. So picture Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter, or the e.l.f. one of those really glowy products, mixed with a slight bit, just a slight bit, more coverage, but even more of a metallic glow. That's how it looks like on the skin. Also, it is incorrectly labeled in terms of its depth. I use light medium, and that is like a tan color on my skin. The color was wrong. It looked like applying metallic foundation to the face. Super unflattering. I don't know anyone who could pull that off, honestly. If you have porous texture, any sort of face, I just don't feel like would like it. Trying to recommend something that's comparable to that is quite difficult, because I've never tried anything like that, because it was just so poor quality. If you want something actually glowy with a slight bit of tint, this is my favorite thing at Sephora. It is from Iconic London, and I feel like they don't get enough love, especially for this product. It is the Radiance Booster, and they have a few different shades in them, but they're very flexible. You don't have to get a spot-on match with this, and it's not metallic looking or pore emphasizing, texture emphasizing like the Tarte product. This is just beautiful glow to the skin, and I would wear this on its own and feel confident wearing it without feeling like it emphasized absolutely every imperfection on my skin. And for skin tints in general, these are the top two from Sephora, if you're looking for one. They aren't new by any means, and I think that was my biggest thing this sale season, was that a lot of older products are still really grabbing my interest and I'm using a lot. There's not a lot of new that are replacing my old. And that's one thing I feel like we can all, even myself, fall into for the sale is buying things that are new. So saving money for the sale season, if you're buying repurchases, you're saving money. If you're buying new products you've never tried, you're not saving any money. It is nice to try out some new things, and I like to add a couple products in each sales season. However, to actually save some money, I like to stock up on the things that I know I'm going to use, that I have used up all my repurchases. So a lot of my old favorites, and that's a good way to shop the sale. I just went on a tangent there, but for tinted moisturizers, these are what I would recommend, and they're not new. The one from NARS is the Pure Radiant Tinted Moisturizer. This is good if you have normal to dry skin. And this one, if you have textured skin, even if it's slightly dry, you'd like this, but more so for oily skin types, is the one from Fenty Beauty. Amazing shade range in these. This is a blurring skin tint, and this is what I recommended in my Sephora recommendations video. I've been using it a lot, and I just think it's really nice and beautiful on the skin. Makes my skin look better than it is, which is what I'm looking for if I'm applying something on. I don't want to make myself worse by applying makeup, you know? It's got to actually make me look better, not like that Tarte one, which genuinely made me look worse. I'd just rather wipe it off. This is really specific to me, but I feel like a lot of people are probably going to be like this too. But let's stop buying body shimmer oils because how often do we use these? Not very often. I know spring and summer is coming up, but you could simply use your moisturizer, add a highlight, liquid highlighter, any sort of glitter to your existing dry oil, moisturizer, sunscreen, anything like that would be better than wasting our money on these shimmery oils, which I never reach for. And specifically the one from Sol de Janeiro that I picked up, it says it's transfer resistant, and genuinely one of the worst products that I've tried recently. I don't even want to say the backstory to this, but I had an appointment, got on the hands of someone, and I just was so embarrassed that I would never ever recommend that to anyone because it's not transfer resistant at all. It will come off on you, on someone else, on your clothes. It's just not good. Do not pick that up. It went viral on TikTok. I do not know why, because genuinely there's products that are transfer resistant. If you're going to get one that's more so a dry oil, though I'd recommend just skipping altogether because you can just use your moisturizer like I said, or even your sunscreen, which would be better for your skin. Another thing specific to me, but I feel like a lot of people could probably relate, are hair products. Just see what you have and use it up first before you invest in other things. And that's what I've been doing for the past few years, but I do have a product that has been kicking around for years now that I just wouldn't recommend, and it is from Sol de Janeiro. And Sol de Janeiro, like Glow Recipe, I'm the biggest fan. But yes, there are products that just are miss. This one being one of them, and also their body oil. So we have their hair oil and their body oil. Let's start off with the hair oil. The hair oil, I just wouldn't recommend because it is too heavy. And if your hair goes greasy quite fast, totally skip this. You can see I barely made any sort of dent in this. Smells beautiful, like the Sol de Janeiro line, but it's much too heavy for my hair. If you have a different hair texture or type, you might like this. For those with fine hair like me, skip it. You will want to get the Olaplex one. This one I wear always in my hair. It gives it that shine. Never ever weighs it down. It literally is the lightest weight oil while smoothing everything out, giving it the shine, and I just can't recommend it enough. For the body oil from Sol de Janeiro, it is marketing as firming and tightening and all those things that would be great, but I feel like shouldn't be in products like that. The whole tightening and debloating and all that kind of aspect comes from the tool that you would be purchasing and giving yourself like a lymphatic massage or anything like that. And true tightening comes from exercise and diet, not an oil. So I just don't like that kind of marketing in a product. Again, it smelled nice. It felt okay on the skin, but still didn't dry down enough. A little too heavy for me and just something I would not recommend. It is new, super pricey. I don't even know why I purchased it, to be honest, but I just would not recommend that. And I think you can definitely save your money. If you're a Sol de Janeiro fan and purchase everything that they come out with, save your money on those two products. But if you're looking for a gourmand scent, Kayali is not your thing, and you want something from Sol de Janeiro, this is my number one right now, is the number 40. It smells like those, what's it called? cream savers. If you're not around my age, you will not know this, but the cream savers, there was like this strawberries and cream candy. Okay, this more people will actually get the reference of, but the pink drink from Starbucks. That's kind of what it reminds me of. So if you like that kind of smell, you'd absolutely love this. This is my go-to scent right now. I'm probably gonna go through this whole thing this spring, summer. That's how much I've been using it lately, and that's what I'm gonna recommend over the Kaoli and even over this fragrance right here. This is the Clean Reserve Sparkling Sugar. Again, huge fan of the clean skin, but this scent specifically does not wear long. No wear to it whatsoever. It has that sparkling peach, which I am drawn to, but elements of it that I'm just not wowed by, and the fact that this doesn't wear long is another thing that I would completely skip. So fragrance, again, go to store for it. I've so much blind bought fragrances that I regret, because fragrance isn't cheap. So why are we blind buying them online when we haven't smelt them yet? Because I can give you the best description possible, but often you're just going to have to smell it for yourself. You might even like these ones, but for the actual quality of the scents, their projection and the wear, I just wouldn't recommend them. I think there's better stuff out there that will wear longer and is just better quality. This is another controversial opinion, and if it works for you, I'm so happy, but I've continued to test this out. It just doesn't work for me. Even did the tips that you guys gave me, and yes, I felt like it looked a little bit better with your tips. However, it's still too dry for me, and it is the Givenchy Prism Libre Powder, which is so popular. I just think it's a little too dry. It just is on my skin. It doesn't look super flattering, either on my face, my under eye, using it lightly, with a puff, with a beauty blender, with a brush. Definitely don't bake with this, but just lightly set. Not my favorite, and I just would recommend things more out there, like the Huda Beauty Powder. This is just a classic for me. It is so smoothing, tons of colors. You can do tonally different things with this, which is why I love the Cherry Blossom Powder if I want a pink look. We have Pound Cake, which is my typical, and I'm wearing that today, but super smoothing and flattering on the skin. I just don't see anyone not liking this powder. You don't even have to bake with it. It's just good for everyday light set, but you can bake with it because it's not overly drying, and it's just a beautiful facial powder, loose powder if you're looking for one. And the last thing that I would recommend, no longer purchasing during the Sephora sale, and that is a beauty blender. I feel like so many of us have found beauty blender dupes. They are the originator of the makeup sponge that's like this, not sponges in general, but the beauty blender. It was the first of its kind. People went crazy for it, but now there's so many good dupes out there. We don't need to buy this during the sale. Just get rid of them. Well, don't use them, but they are amazing dupes. I know a lot of people like the Paw Paw ones on Amazon. I don't care for them because they're a little bit hard in my opinion. I really like the e.l.f. complexion sponge and the Morphe ones. I know on Sephora Canada, we can get Morphe. US, you can get that at Ulta or the Morphe website, but the Morphe one is still my favorite sponge. However, I do like the e.l.f. one, and I don't like the Paw Paw ones. So that is my opinion on makeup sponges. But definitely, these are the things that I just don't feel like you need to pick up during the Sephora sale. You could save your money. Some new, some old products, and just my overall opinion on what I'm personally going to be avoiding this sale season. And hopefully this helps you out, save some money, or find alternative suggestions which I feel would be better suited for your hard-earned money. So that is it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have not already, I would absolutely love for you to subscribe to my channel by hitting the red subscribe button, the bell to be notified of all my future videos, and I will see you guys in my next one.